went on. Is it always this busy?
You're all so naughty.
When I say
really
we,
feel like I'm
I was
dealing
gonna
with
give
the
an
back
answer.
row of a schoolroom.
We, and when I say we, mostly me, because even when these two do something wrong, I invariably get the blame for them. So I trail, and we collectively trail, this huge amount of controversy behind us. However, we've cut the umbilical cord to our trail of controversy. And we are beginning anew with a whole new chapter of controversy which will be created when we go on air.
Wow, Roger Moore isn't here.
Looking good is more important than looking where you're going.
That's when are you going to do that, then?
Well, what I'm trying to
hum.
work out is how you must have felt when you were
Still
top of
alive.
this big show, but then you found yourself living out of a shoebox. How did you feel?
But the important thing you have to remember, and I'm going to dive in on this, is had we stayed doing that old show, which was very popular and very huge, we would have been, basically you get lazy, you just think, man, it's fine, isn't it? And we all agree on this.
Yeah, this is
And it would have started to tail off, and then it would have just glided down, and eventually it would have had a sort of soft crump as it hit the hillside. Now, with hindsight, although we wouldn't have chosen to have ended up where we did, with hindsight, it's forced us to completely reinvent the programme.
This could be so expensive.
We're going on a road trip in very exotic cars.
Grand touring.
Is it true that you spent $2.5 million stroke pounds on the opening scene of your first?
We have got to come out firing here. And
As
we
a
are
man-
very aware that people follow us and come to see our new show.
Yeah.
Because there's been some quite unkind comments on things like Twitter and the Daily Mail responses thing. They're saying, "Oh, haven't they got old and don't they look ancient?" Yes, that's true. Well, I'm going grey. He's very fat. He's
Still
got a beard.
38.
And I think people should see it. It's part of what makes us honest, and it's the greatest achievement all those critics could have, hoped.
If you watch it, there's a girl watching the show and watches us three on television, she can look across at her husband or boyfriend and think,
You're not
you're not so bad. We've only had one minor fire.
I saw an interview with Andy in which he said that when the lawyers got involved, that was an amusing moment.
No, it's their job to point out any potential pitfall. Their job is to protect us from ourselves, and that means saying, what if? So basically, if you're a lawyer, the answer to everything must be no.
Yes.
It must be.
Yes.
So
A
we
bit
just
like-
learn to ignore them.
Do you miss the BBC at all?
Well, to be brutally honest, I mean, I still do a few little things for them, but in terms of working in day to day, it doesn't feel that different, actually. We're still doing what we do. We concentrate on the thing that we can do well, and other people take care of delivering the parcels.
And how much of the new show would you say is you guys, and how much of it is your producers?
Well, obviously Andy's the same, Greg's the same, and Gavin's the same. But there's some new kids as well, all of whom, brilliant.
Great.
We are a
found
melting pot for
talent.
new
I mean, that's a
talent.
good thing.
Yeah. And there've been no altercations on set or anything
There we
like
go.
that.
That's to release it, you muppet.
Did the Americans make you try and stop drinking?
There are no Americans involved in the making of
You
it.
have to tell honestly.
The
It's
Americans.
just us in our
It's
office in
Chiswick.
Chiswick.
It's
Okay.
here. When we went out to America, just in California, the studio director's English, everyone's English.
Yeah.
It's a completely English show. It
Actually,
couldn't
I
be
don't
more
think-
English.
So you're doing 12 programmes a series,
Yes.
and you're locked in for 3 years.
I like the idea that we're locked in.
They've
Yes.
licensed it for 3
Is
years.
that not
think
the
we are
truth?
locked
Is that
in.
not the truth?
We have a
making our
3-year
show.
contract, which
Yes.
we're genuinely thrilled to bits about.
Yeah.
So it's good.
Yes, it's
So
not
it's
locked in.
36 programmes. We're not locked in, because if you actually look at what we're doing,
Yes.
at any given moment, any moment you like, from anything we filmed ever, you would never ever say, well, that doesn't look like a lot of fun.